Let's start off with what this big win is, Will. The Trump world, I know if their people are on Rumble, if they are on YouTube, they saw the title pop up. This is not the same big win, by the way, from yesterday.
Right.
So the hits keep coming, and they don't stop coming. So let's,
as they say,
tell me what it is.
So this is in the state of Michigan. So it'll be a swing state in the 2024 election. But this was another challenge to President Trump being on the ballot under the 14th Amendment. And this was Robert Davis versus the Wayne County Election Commission, and also Robert LeBrant et al. Versus Jocelyn Benson, the Secretary of State. And we filed in this lawsuit an amicus representing 15 different state Republican parties. We represented Michigan, Oklahoma, Colorado, West Virginia, Wyoming, Kansas, North Dakota, Wisconsin, Nebraska, Georgia, Delaware, Maine, Idaho, Rhode Island, and Ohio in this brief. Now, this was an appeals court brief. It had already won at the lower court, keeping President Trump on the ballot. But the 3-judge panel in the appeals court here in Michigan unanimously decided that they should not be removing Donald Trump from the primary ballot for this upcoming primary season. This is another victory. I don't think the left and those that are in the Republican side that have maybe been supporting some of these lawsuits have won a single one in court, and everywhere we have engaged, we have won.
Yeah, undefeated right now. But look, it has to keep going. This is not the end. Just because you have a victory here, it could take it up to the Supreme Court. Then look, it could go, the more states that get together on this, it could go higher and higher. It is ridiculous that we have to be fighting this case. I think a lot of people feel that way when you have a situation where you are trying to keep someone off a ballot.
While these are big victories, and they're to some degree some unexpected victories, because we won at both the lower court and the it went straight to the Supreme Court in Colorado. So we won at the lower court level where we didn't expect to necessarily win there. And some of these where it's states that lean blue, and so maybe they have some judges that aren't as conservative. They cherry-picked some of these jurisdictions where to file these cases based off of the judges they could be pulling and things of that nature. So while it is a little bit unexpected and big victories to be racking up legal victories as we go along, it's not over, because this Michigan victory was at the appeals court after winning at the lower court, now the appeals court. It will most certainly be appealed to the Supreme Court of Michigan. We have the case we're waiting for. The oral argument was last week in Colorado, where if it wins or loses there, you can expect it to be appealed to the United States Supreme Court. So that's really the last stop, is these are going to go up, and then after there's exhausted the level of state courts, then they will be appealed to the United States Supreme Court. So the fight isn't over, but winning these victories and getting good opinions on the side of people's right to vote for the candidate of their choice is vitally important, and that's why we have to start at the lower court levels, at the district court levels in many of these places, and work our way up, fighting for people's right to vote.
Where we're representing the state Republican parties that are obviously in support of having President Trump on the ballot. That's Oklahoma, Colorado, West Virginia, Kansas, Wyoming, North Dakota, Wisconsin, Delaware, Georgia, Nebraska, Maine, Idaho, Rhode Island, and Ohio. So a huge list right there of people who want our ACLJ representation. We can't do that without you. We had a comment come in from Flo on Rumble who said they are wasting money and time. Pay back all the spent money on these witch hunts. Look, it is expensive. It's expensive to even do the work that we're doing. I hope you guys understand that. We don't do anything on the cheap, in the sense of we're getting the best of the best. I want the best attorneys on this. I want the best media people on this. But we can't do that without your support, because we do offer these legal services at no cost. So when you offer them at no cost, there's someone who has to fit that bill at some point. We do, and we can't do it without you, though, our ACLJ supporters and our ACLJ champions. December is incredibly important right now, and every gift matters. So whether you can give $5 once or $500 a month, you can do that right now at ACLJ.org. Many of you have said that you want to become ACLJ champions, thousands of you that said, I will give on a recurring basis. We appreciate that. All you have to do is go to ACLJ.org/faith and freedom.